Salute, salute. Come on up in the building. Hey, what it do, YouTube? What it do? Yeah, that track, that's mine. Got another studio appointment Friday. Put the bow on this piece. Yeah. It's crazy because I'm getting notifications. A lot of people's going live. They waiting for the big dog. They waiting for the big dog. The big thighs. They waited for big thighs to end his live. And now people was going out there and doing their live. And I said, shit, ain't no sense in me going live while the big dog's on. Ain't no sense going live while the Cosby Show's on. Shit. While the Thighsby Show. The Thighsby Show. Yeah, man. What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody's night, man? I hope everybody's having a good night, man. And, you know, they enjoying the Memorial Day that went through. I don't really get into that shit, man. Memorial Day. Cooking out because somebody told me to. Nah, I ain't worried about that shit, man. Shit, man, I'm having a cookout. I said, what's going on? Shit, I hit the poker machine. I want to have a cookout. That's shit I want to celebrate. Got a raise at work. Shoot. Gonna have a baby or got a grandchild coming. My family's in. Have a cookout for Memorial Day, Labor Day. Man, get the hell out of here, man. So y'all see the topic, man. We're going all the way in tonight, man. We're going to dissect this dude, man. We're going to see if we can get to the bottom of it since he can't, you know what I mean? Dude was a scrub, was a bum. And at the end of the day, he turned something into nothing. And people will say, man, you hating on him, man. And why you worrying about what this brother's doing? Salute to everybody coming in, man. Let's fill this thing up. Why you worrying about what the next man's doing and all that? And see, it's not worried about what the next man's doing. It's that when you sit back and it's like if you go to the corner store, man, and you've been buying this ground meat. That's where you go. You go to the corner deli and get your ground meat. And then you find out this ain't beef. These motherfuckers been selling us horse. You gonna keep eating the horse? Or you gonna do what everybody say do? Then just don't watch him. Or you gonna not buy the horse and just be quiet and let your neighbor, your mom, your friends, your neighborhood keep going down to that corner and buying that horse meat. But meanwhile, Joe on the corner got the real product and people ain't going to Joe's because everybody been going to Tony's, going to Vaginas and getting that horse meat. I watched the song for 2 weeks and I recognized, man, this horse meat. This motherfucker's feeding us horse meat. You go on the songs, you getting horse meat, man. He lied, said he was molested, allegedly. It looked like a relationship to me. I'm not bashing him, calling him gay. I'm bashing him for can you imagine how Bambaataa feel? Fellas, you got a girl. You've been dating her, taking her out. You a celebrity. You living good. You know, you putting money on her books, feeding her when her family was doing her dirty. Y'all had special moments. good sex. And then when you decide you don't want to give her your resources no more, you don't want to be there for her, you decide it's time to move on, she want to holler rape. Ain't nobody thinking about how Bambaataa feels. Because I can't believe that it was that somebody raped you and 20 years later you taking pictures with them. Make that make sense. If somebody raped you, you are not taking pictures with them. And then the man turns around and comes on YouTube and, he was going to fight the power, fight for the people, fight for the victims. And the shit is deep, it's a joke now, you get a joke off on him, you get a view off on him, you get different things off on this man. But when you really break it down and think about it, there really are victims out here. There are real victims out here, man. And these victims could step up and speak, but they see on the surface what Hassan's going through. So they say, I'm not speaking, I'm not speaking, I'm not speaking. Not realizing that he's not going through all this shit because he's being made fun of because he's a victim of sexual assault. He's being made fun of because he's lying. And then he wanted to come out and say he was a victim, but he didn't want to say he had sex. So he said, he thied me. He thied me. Now, if you are a real victim of sexual assault and you decide to go public, there's honor. You have courage because you got to relive that. You got to tell that story and you got to let people know that somebody had power and dominion over you. That's the reason people don't want to say they've been assaulted, because they feel not only were they abused, but then they are made to feel weak. They were overpowered and they couldn't do nothing about it. So as a man, a heterosexual man, you don't want to be called gay. And some people, ignorant, mean-spirited, they're going to laugh and call you gay and say you liked it. And then as a straight man, to have a gay act performed on you, it's embarrassing. It's sad. It takes your manhood. You got to swallow that every now and then. So if you truly are a victim, all that's weighing on your mind. So if you decide to come out and tell the story, you're going to tell the story. And then when you come out to tell that story and you endure all the things I just said, you got to endure. And there probably are more things that I haven't even been able to rationalize or conjure up. You gonna protect the motherfucker that put you through all that? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna get up there and smear. You got kids. This man got kids. You're not gonna consider no rapist a father figure. A man that raped you, you are not going to look at him like no father, especially when you have kids, because you know how a father looks at his children. You might can say he manipulated me and he made me feel like, he was doing things for me in a fatherly way. And that make you even madder because he played on your sense and sensibilities due to the fact that your father wasn't there. So he took advantage of you and manipulated you and exposed your weakness and exploited it for the fact of getting his rocks off. You're not going to protect him. So Hassan was in a relationship, I believe, because that man was not a friend of the family and babysitting Hassan for his mother while she went to work. And he couldn't get away from him. You know, the babysitter is messing around and touching the kids. The kids are scared because the baby says, I'm going to kill you if you say anything. I'll kill your mom and dad. All the tricks that they run on kids. And the kids have no way to get away from them. The abuser is paying bills and volunteering services and buying the kids shit and taking them to the door and everything they can to be alone with the kid. Bam wasn't doing none of that. Hassan was running over there. He said it out his own mouth. He was going to Bam's, running from school. So he was not a victim, man. He was a willing participant. Now, Bam broke the law. We're not going to let that go because Bam got him when he was underage. But he was going over there when he was 18 years old. And he made a platform off of that. And he's making money. And he's doing good. But then he said he was going to give back to the community. He said he was going to donate. He was going to help a woman in the shelter. Salute to everybody that's in here. He was going to help a woman that was in the shelter. But because they shut his YouTube page down for a day and he didn't make no money that day, he decided to buy a Mercedes-Benz instead and a Spider. But it's deeper than that. He's buying toys. He's buying cars, jewelry. He's buying all these frivolous things that are not assets, they're liabilities. They don't make money as time goes on. They lose money. You buy a car the moment you drive it off the lot. If you drive off the lot and back up into that motherfucker and say, you know what, I want my money back, they're going to give you $3,000 less. You didn't even put 1 mile on it. It still says 0. It depreciates. It doesn't make money. It doesn't gain money. And you look at him and you say, man, he's acting like a little kid, like he ain't never had nothing. But then he drops that video and people saying, man, he's doing it for clout. He's reliving his childhood. He never had nothing. I mean, no, he's doing it for clout. Him and his woman ain't really breaking up. They ain't fighting. Yeah, they are. They're really fighting, y'all. And that's why he's buying all that shit. You know, think about it. If you break up with your woman or you break up with your man, what do girls do? They break up with their man and then you see him with a new hairdo. Ain't that shit crazy? Been growing their hair for 10 years, break up with their dude for 2 months. Now they got a short haircut. They them dyed their hair orange or blonde. Now they at the gym. Dude, new outfit. You break up with your girl, you buy a new outfit. Go and get a haircut, trying to look good. He buying cars and bikes and jewelry. He doing everything, man, because he sees it slipping away, man. And he's doing everything in his power to save it, to be appealing. But he's not doing the one thing that he need to do. Ask her, what can I do to fix it? Now, you doing all this crazy shit, obviously you care. He got the nerve to blame 10 toes down for the end of his relationship with his woman. Talking about, man, this dude calling CPS and he gave the haters the blueprint to try to take us down and break up a good family. No, man, you forget about crackhead on the mic. If you love your spouse, how you calling them crackhead? How you telling them to be on camera, shut up, I'm about to fuck you up? How do you get drunk and get a pistol and then call the police and then do it on the internet. And then come to find out that your woman works with 2 master's degrees. She works for Child Protective Services. She works with children. And you're putting on the internet your address. You talking about this one's mom and this one who's dead, and people threatening your life and lining you up and talking about rocking your snot box. And you get drunk and put your address on the internet. The man that killed John Lennon came all the way from Hawaii. He grew up in Hawaii. And he grew up and lived his life, and he was nuts. And he flew to New York City, found out where the man lived, and shot him in the back. 5 seconds after asking him for an autograph and opening the door for him, he shot him in the back and killed him. You don't know who's out here on the internet listening to you. You got 300,000 plus subscribers. So you give your address on the internet where your kids stay, and you're drunk with a gun? Then you putting up videos of you going to the hood, pulling guns on people, loading one up in the chamber, talking about I was getting ready to bless him. I had my Bible on him. I was getting ready reading some scriptures. You give this cool ass lingo to shit. I was raised by legends. How you call somebody a legend because they have a legacy of thuggery? What? Who raised you? That's not no legend. He's a legend, but he ain't got no headstone. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense to me. My bad. That don't make no sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? That don't make a squidgle of sense. You showing your license plate. You on the internet talking about when I find your 12-year-old son and I put heavy penis in him. How's that sound? If I screw little Kevy Kev. You go on Sinetta's platform and you say, any person that has been molested, you cannot trust them around kids. And I would say that about myself. That's what he said. So when someone calls Child Protective Services and says, your kids are in danger, and then he tries to say that they said Khalil ain't eating. You don't show Khalil. So I doubt they called and said Khalil. They probably just reported that shit, that bambaataa shit. And now you giving your wife a black eye at work. You know what I'm saying? You giving little Kevy Cav. You giving your wife a black eye. Salute, Nate. You know there's always a spot for you on the panel. My man, Nate. Anybody else want to come up? Just hit the link. I'll just keep going on mute. Yeah, setting up tripods to film altercations with the popos. That's just crazy, man. And you wonder why she wants to leave you. And then see, I'm big on responsibility and accountability. You know, if you got situations and problems and a situation arises and you don't like it, and you examine the situation and you know somebody did something to you, then what you have to do is find the responsibility that you played in it. We got Truth Exposed in the background, and, you know, everybody can't see you, but, you know, I just show your face and then I'll bring you up. I'm not gonna put somebody on the panel that I don't know that don't show their face. But you know, when you take accountability and responsibility for it, 9 times out of 10, it won't happen to you anymore because you won't move the same way. If you at your boy's house and when you're there, the feds kick the door in, I don't see nothing. I don't see no face. You kick the door in, you know, they got the porn bombing going on. You kick the door in, yeah, guess he don't want to come up. Oh, okay. My man. All right, you could go ahead and put your other screen back up. You know what I mean? You don't have to show your face if you don't want to when you come on the platform. And the children, I mean, you take responsibility for what you did, then you ain't gonna be in our trouble. You can fix it. It won't happen again because you take responsibility. But when you blame other people, then you ain't gonna be able to fix it because you're not gonna do nothing different. We got Truth Exposed coming through, man. Go ahead, bro. What you think about Hassan and what he been doing in the way he been moving?
I think really, man, I don't know, man, he been moving stupid as hell. But I don't really know if it's like, what I'm saying, like he just put on the stump for everybody for like clickbait and trying to get a little YouTube check, if lost his little money or whatever, little fake money or whatever, what you call it. But what I'm saying, it really, if he wanted to, if his wife would want to leave him, she would have been left him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. You know what I mean? And I used to think the same thing. Okay, this is a character. You know, he just doing this wild shit. You know, like the Howard
Right,
Stern of YouTube. I get it. So when
right.
people clowning and talking shit, it's not really no big deal to him because it's a character. But
Mm-hmm.
now he's coming and saying his wife's leaving him. Is that a lie? Is that just something for people to talk about and then expose him and talk about him and keep his name in the algorithm? If it is, good move. But I believe him.
Right.
I believe him because
Yeah, I kind of do too,
at
man.
the end of the day, he really seemed sad. And he seemed like when he was talking, one thing about YouTube, man, that I realized
Man,
doing YouTube,
yeah.
like when you believe in something or
Mm,
something really going on, it's not hard to find the words. You know what I mean? It's not hard to find the words. You
right,
speak passionately, and he was going in about what they was doing to him in his life. But
right,
when he brought his kids up there and said, somebody wants to kill your dad, I would never say that to my kids.
right.
That's trauma for the kids, man. Did you catch that video?
That, yeah, I catched it, man. And not the video I just seen of him talking about his wife leaving. It sounded like as soon as he started, like he got through crying. You know what I'm saying? So I really think, like you said, I think it was for real. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying, his wife, she make certain amount of money. She could have been left, saying, but she been trying to hold on, deal with all this shit. Probably she probably know what's been going on the whole time. You see what I'm saying?
The one thing about New York, man, that I know, it costs a lot to live in New York City, man. And $100,000 a
Yeah,
year,
dude. I
is
got a kinfolk. Mm-hmm.
right.
Yep.
$100,000 a year in New York is like $50,000 a year in small town America. And
Okay.
when you got a master's degree and a double master's, oh yeah, she got student
Right,
loans.
right,
She got bills. It's not just for them to splurge. And they got 5 kids.
yeah, but he said he paid all the bills. That's what he said. So I'm.
Yeah. He might pay all the bills, that's cool. In my
Yeah.
house, we split the mortgage. I take some bills and mine's take the other. She take her end of bills, and You know what I mean? What she got left from work, she spend it how she want to spend it, and I spend mine
You're
how.
right.
But it's not a thing of we wealthy and he paying all the bills and she's doing what with hers. Because I mean, if it's so lovely, like he say, then he got to be a horrible, terrible ass husband.
He got to be exactly.
Man.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because, man. Matter of fact, I don't know if you watch some Ten Toes Down TV.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He was saying, yeah, he was saying that what I'm saying his children, he don't never put his children in video doing like fatherly things. What I'm saying, he probably just have them behind that little weak ass couch and the little weak ass curtains and shit. What I'm saying, he'll probably put them on for a brief minute and ask him a question and like he's some type of leader or something. You see what I'm saying? But you probably don't spend no time with them kids, what I'm saying? You don't really do fatherly things. You probably don't even barbecue, what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's saying, that I stay with the kids and we be swimming and we doing this. Well, you show yourself when you're out shopping. You bring your kids on the channel to to give them bad news and make them cry, but you don't bring them up shopping. You don't show homework time. You don't show movie night.
You don't show nothing.
And then top it off, you got all girls. And his son
you don't show them.
And his son is, he's autistic, so it's not like they're playing sports and doing, fatherly son things. What's going on, Tazo? I hit the link if you want to come through, bro. Say something for a moment. But it's like his son is just pretending and he's deflecting from the fact that what we all see is that YouTube has taken over his life.
I swear it did. It swallowed him up. Shit.
He's up here doing bullshit, shucking and jiving, running the on game. And man, I gotta get this dude up out of here. You got trolls, man. I'm putting him in timeout first, and when he come out, he gonna be like a caged animal coming up.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that my wife is leaving me because somebody called.
Yeah, you want somebody to feel sorry for him or something.
Your wife is not going to leave
fault, you. Really. If it is,
not going to leave you. You pay all the bills. You making all this money.
Exactly.
You're home taking care of the kids. You're tough. You're a protector. And I mean, even if she was to cheat on you, she would just cheat on you, and you'd be talking about leaving her.
And come right back in bed with you and fall asleep at night. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Now, politics licking ass, politicking live ass, are all the kids autistic? I don't know if they're all autistic, but people say they are. I know he said his son is autistic. And his one daughter, the oldest one in the house, he calls her mama. He says she's autistic. I don't know about the twins. I forget their name. Something with a J. Jordan, something. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Yeah. The man do have a family, man. I don't want to see the man lose his family. I don't want to see.
Yeah, I know, man.
Their family and kids have to deal with stepmom and stepdad and all that goes with it. I don't wish that on that man.
Yeah, I don't wish that on any brother. You know what I'm saying?
But he have to realize, man.
It come down to
it. When he's saying what his woman is saying, the message he's saying is that, baby, I ain't doing nothing wrong, so there's nothing for me to change. It's not my fault that these people came into our lives and you want to leave me over that. And she probably been telling him. Larry Jones said, we all envy Hassan. Larry Jones, why don't you hit the link and come on up and tell me why I envy Hassan and why you think I envy Hassan. And from what it seems like is that you envy Hassan, because any man
don't nobody envy Hassan, man.
Any man that you hear say he gonna stick heavy penis in a 12-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl, how you gonna defend them? What makes you come on the
You know what, man?
in front of thousands of people and say you defend Hassan, who says he want to put heavy penis in a little boy, or that he?
And after I heard that, it was over.
Man's butt. You know, he said that. He was talking about I Smoke Hip Hop. Shout out to I Smoke Hip Hop. And, you know,
shout out.
They had a beef, you know what I mean? So he gonna say, man, damn, I Smoke Hip Hop. I don't rock with him. I bet you I could stick 2 fingers up his butt. Like, who says that?
Oh, man, I heard that. I heard that too.
Yeah,
that was it.
Who says that, man? The facts remain as this, man. If I got a beef with a dude, what I'm gonna say is, man, I'm gonna smack shit out that nigga when I see him, dog. When it's on, when I see him, it's on. Period. I'm gonna fuck his bitch. It don't enter into my mind to say, I bet I could stick 2 fingers up his butt. That dude them lost his mind, man.
So my thing is, if Lily making all that money and he making all that money, what's the point of her leaving? You know,
because she not happy. She not happy. She not happy. Yeah, my man's thing was breaking up, but definitely, man, definitely. Shouts out to the boy Truth Exposed for coming through, man. Anybody else want to come up on the panel? I dropped the link, you know, come on through. My man Rocktimus King, he always got some good jargon with him. He said, call me a conspiracy theorist, but that undercover has gotten away with more than enough, setting up tripods to film altercations with the police. Yeah, man, who does that, man? Nate the Great in the building. Who does that, man? Autistic means they genius at something. A shame he's not teaching righteousness to them children. It's a damn shame. Yeah, man, you know, like they probably good with numbers, or they can paint, draw, and somebody like him, they're homeschooled. He's probably not putting something in front of them to see what they like best, you know. Autistic kids, man, you know, autism is an unfortunate disease, but it doesn't mean that the kids are, you know, mentally retarded or dumb. They're just in a different world, you know, but as a parent, it's your job to try to find out and get inside their world and find what makes them happy, find what they can do well. You're never going to give them their own place, but you can give them their own space to where they can be comfortable and be happy. And that's all any of us want for our kids. You know, you got people out here, their kids they're mentally retarded, they got Down syndrome, or they might be born crippled or blind. And we love all our kids, but when those parents have a child with a disability, you know, they love that child even more because they didn't have a chance, man. And so when you have a child or children like that, you're supposed to protect them with every beat of your heart, because you be goddamn if the fate of God gave your kid a disadvantage, a disability, that you're going to let the world, or you're going to be the one to put them in a position to be harmed, to be made fun of. Your kids are autistic and you're going to tell them somebody want to kill you so they can start worrying or who knows what's going through their mind, man. That's just crazy, man. My man Robbie said, Larry, call Haas for a date. He got some Long Island ITs with your name on them. You know what that means? He said, why you keep touching my ass? Because I can. Shout out to Derek Williams, man. Shit crazy, man. But, you know, Hassan has just gone on the autism. I mean, on the YouTube, man. And I just decided that I'm done sitting back. He made a fool out of me. He made a viewer out of me. And I'm calling him on his hypocrisy, man. He sits up and talks about whatever he want to. If he sees somebody doing something, he got talk for gangbangers. He got talk for politicians. He just tonight, he had Oso Bosley up there talking shit on Oso Bosley. He got talk for fellow YouTubers, He got bad mouth for Sinetta. He got bad words for whoever he feel like is doing something wrong. But the minute somebody calls his shit to the carpet, you're a hater. It's a problem. No, man. This is what happens. This is what happens. It would be one thing if you could respect his view, but he's never bigging nobody up. Even if he says something good, like he'll say, you know, I'm sick of gangbangers. These gangbangers and these dirty bloods. But shout out to the bloods, man. Shout out to the bloods, because all of them ain't like that. Like his punk female comes out, he got to make sure he throws that out there. So when someone of the bloods confront him, man, you didn't hear what I said? I said not all of them. I fool with you. You good people. I'm talking about such and such. He don't really stand on what he says, man. He has his YouTube persona, and then he has his bullshit with him. Then something come across my desk. I got a text message telling me about Charleston White. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I want to share something with you. Okay, I see my man's back in the backstage. Give me 1 minute, Truth Exposed. I'll bring you back up, bro. But I want to show y'all what Charleston White did. I want to show y'all what that man did. It's crazy. It's crazy what he did, man. Yeah. Let me go bring it up real quick. Give me 1 second. This shit's crazy what he did. I ain't never seen nobody do this, man. This man snapped out in church. Cyclops, one eye. This man snapped out in the church, y'all. Check it out. Here it goes. Charleston White. One second. Here we go. Charleston White man who loved to talk about brothers and sell out. I went to the church house and acted a stone fool, cussing and MFing and all of that, man. Charleston White ain't got no sense, man. And he did all that barking at a woman. He following the Hassan Campbell playbook. He ain't never gonna be able to let this one down. See, when you get that YouTube fame and you ain't nothing but a goofball, it get the best of you. Y'all watch this. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Say, man, when y'all get this dope team bitch away from me fucking with me, this bitch fucking with me. She come over here fucking with me. She come over here fucking with me though. So she knew what she was doing, man. Get this bitch away from me, man. Just get that kid, man. Yeah, that bitch fucking with me. That head asshole. You say we call them queen. We call women like this bitches in rap songs. And we done fucked in church before. I don't give a damn about that goddamn shit. Man, that bitch shouldn't have brought up motherfucking asshole.
I done fucked in church before.
Y'all get this bitch in. Y'all know this bitch over here fucking with me. And that bitch over there turned on. Give a fuck about no bitch like this here. I respect that. Bitch fucking with me. She should have brought on that head ass over there.
Y'all see that? Exposed. Another. Hey, man. I'm gonna hit more on the video, but if y'all will watch, man, there's a dude up at the pool, up at the I forget what it's called, the pool, not in the pulpit, but the lectern, and he's standing there at the mic speaking. He said, "Oh, we got somebody cussing in the back." Like, that's really got me, man. But here, just check it out, man. Let the clip roll some more.
Clown going out in public, acting the ass. Now, what was going on that he had to act like that in the church, man? All that cussing and all that. See, his kids.
The preacher. Disrespecting the house of the Lord.
You say we call them queens, we call women like this bitches and rap songs. And we fucked in church before. I don't give a goddamn shit. Man, that bitch brought her motherfucking ass up here fucking with you. Y'all get this bitch in. Y'all know this bitch over here fucking with me. And that bitch over here turned on. Give a fuck about no bitch like this. I respect that.
You don't respect the Lord.
Sick part about it, now he ain't thinking. You know that woman that he just cussed out got a son, a brother, a dad, an uncle, some cousins, a dude, a husband, and he running around, going live, doing all that, acting like he's untouchable. This is how it starts. Now he gonna make enemies in his own city. Remember, I told everybody, come down to Fort Worth. They love me. They love me. Well, don't seem like the love is too much. Excuse me, YouTube. Don't seem like the love is too strong. If somebody's sitting down messing with you, and you so bent out of shape that you snapping out. If your aura and your mode is good, and the lady starts with you, come on, man. What you doing all that for? Calm down, lady. It's all good. I ain't got no beef with you. He ain't in a good spot. It's getting to him. All right, Charlie. One-eyed Willie. We gonna see what the next move is. Adios, y'all. It's Melee all day.
Yeah, man. What you think about that one, Truth Exposed, man? Man, up in church acting a fool, man. I ain't never seen nobody pull that one.
And I'm glad they kicked him out. I hope, man. I would have kicked his ass out. Oh, that's really that's just that's insane, man. You going to a church and keeping on all that, and you know what I'm saying. Thankfully, it wasn't a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in the church. He still made a scene. You can't do that in some type of establishment, you know. It's just like I go into a bank and I just cause chaos, or you know what I'm saying, some type of freaking gathering, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's insane, man. Man.
You know, man, you don't
People
normally
don't.
do that, man. You don't go into church, man, and do that just because, you know, most of the time, if you're in church, you with your mom or your grandma or your cousin or your wife or your kids, you know, you in church and there's other people in there that you respect, man. So you don't go into church and start the cussing and all that, man. And then Charleston, you said you was a man for the community, for the kids. What kind of example is you setting in the church cussing like that, man? That's just, I can't believe the dude did that, man. Like, oh, man. I can't believe that he was in the church cussing like that. That reminded me of Hassan when he spit on the lady Slim Jim and act like he was gonna beat her up and said she hit his car, and then when he cussed the lady out in Burger King because she didn't want to give him a burger, they was closed, it was after hours, and he said, I seen you give her a burger, you gonna give me a burger or else. Like, these guys, man, you know, and you see Hassan, he pulling guns and showing guns. You got Charleston White doing the live, coming out the store showing you bear mace and mace with a laser beam on it and pistols and knives. You got all this weaponry because you such a bitch and you so scared that somebody gonna do something to you. But then you go to church and cuss out a woman, though. Call all type of bitches in church. Now, you know, for the most part, man, 9 out of 10 niggas in there. There might be some tough ass niggas in the church, but they done gave their life to the Lord. They ain't come to fight. Ain't nobody in church prepared for battle. He probably got all type of weapons on him in the church, man. That's crazy, man. That's a terrible look, man. That's a disrespectful ass dude right there, man.
Shame on him. Man. Shame on him. He should know better.
Yeah, man. That shit crazy, man.
His mama taught him better than that, man. No, she did.
So what you got to add for me, Truth Exposed, man? Before you know, I bring somebody else on, man. Give you a last little parting comments, bro. Let the people know how you feel. What you think? What's your take on this whole Hassan saga, man, and the things that he's doing?
It might be a show. It might not be. You know, if it's not, you know, I hope it is. But if not, that's. I feel bad for him. I wouldn't want no man. You know, it's no woman to leave a husband after 25 years. Come on, that don't sound right. I'd be damn my wife leave me after 25 years. You know, that's all, man. I just, you know what I'm saying.
He must be having a bad connection. I don't know, but I'm gonna say thanks to Truth Exposed for coming through. But yeah, Tasha Love in the building. Sonny D, shouts out. Would you say, Wax, man? Somebody got punched him in that one good eye. Yeah, man. Like hey, man, that's crazy that he did that. Like what? It couldn't have been that lady. It must have been something else going on at the crib. He done got some bad news about his woman. That's why he went to church. But from what I understand, at that church, it was some mayors having a debate, you know, the mayoral candidates, man. And, you know, they running for mayor. And so, you know, they went to the church, I guess, to have a debate or a talk to speak their piece about what they plan to do for community. So he was there and he went to that and upstaged it by cussing a woman out, man. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if we don't see that footage on his page. But getting back to the main topic at hand, Hassan Campbell meltdown. I agree with Wax Dog, man. Hassan ain't married. He got 3 rings on 2 hands, and he ain't got no damn wedding band on, man. Where the wedding band? I ain't never seen him with no wedding band. That's probably why she tired of being his girlfriend, man. She tired of being his girlfriend, man. You gonna put a ring on it or what? Or did he get caught? Man, I don't even want to go there, man. But did he get caught cheating or fantasizing? Maybe, you know, he made the comment before that, you know, when he's having sex, man, he start thinking about Bam and he just goes soft. I ain't making that up. That's what he said. Now, when he said it, you know, it wasn't like he was thinking about making love to Bam, but he just said that he always remembers Bam's mustache hair stabbing him from getting fellatio. And y'all know what fellatio is. Sloppy toppy. Oh, God. How could you, man? How could you, man? You know, Bam's an ugly dude. Pause. It wouldn't matter if you're ugly or cute, but if you're gonna be gay, man, you know, get your nice looking man. So he's a nice looking fella, son. Oh, Johnny, he's a nice looking boy. Y'all should be happy, you two fellers. You don't run out here and get Bam. How you think Bam was wearing all that garb when he was doing music? So his YouTube powers, his YouTube powers is running low. He need to catch a juice bomb. The song said Bam was like the first hit off the crack. Wow, there go my man. He ain't been in the building in a while. But yeah, man, like, so it could be a lot of reasons. But like Wax said, they're not married. So he's still yet perpetrating a fraud, man. It's a fake image. He's not married to Lee. He's not married to her. So he can drop that. My wife is leaving me after 25 years, nigga. You ain't took her down the aisle. That means something, man. If you love somebody, man, you gonna run down that aisle with them, man. They say, and coming to the stage, we got your boy, Nate the Great. What's going on, Nate? How you been, home?
Yeah, what's good, man? Salute to the chat, man.
Bro, man. We're just chilling out, man, politicking on Swan and his latest endeavor. You know, I'm gonna say salute to the people that follow and support me, man. I did a nice little video, man. I put some time into it, man. Wax Dog have inspired me to get my editing right, man, because that's the key to people enjoying your videos when you edit them things right, man. And I've been working on my software, man, trying to figure it out that I've had for a while. And was just chose not to use it. But man, I done went up over 10,000 views in 23 hours, man. That's the first time I had a video do that. And I put some effort into it, man. So it ain't no big, huge number, but it's an accomplishment for me, man. 10,000 views in one day. I ain't Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? I ain't got 300,000 subs, man. I ain't got 10,000 subs. So, you know, appreciate everybody for rocking with me. But what's your take on it, Nate, man?
Man, listen, things I've been seeing, he's headed for a meltdown of epic proportions, man. Well, he already kind of had it, but he's on a far worse path than he should be on. And the main focus should be, as any man, is making sure your kids are straight, man, regardless to what. Doesn't matter what walk of life you walking on, as long as you making sure your kids is good overall. That's supposed to be the most important thing out of all of it. On top of that, man, you know, there's just certain shit you just don't do, especially when you're trying to do anything for a view, man. Like that situation with the BX, that could have been a far worse situation than what he wanted, you know? So it's just like certain things you not supposed to say and certain things you're not supposed to do, especially for the internet, man. Especially when it get that close to home, like, come on, man. You just gotta have a boundary when it comes to things, man. Like, if you're gonna be on here, you're gonna be quote unquote trying to give a message. Do it from the heart and do it, you know, do it legitly, man. Like, see, you can't just do everything for clout and then thinking it ain't gonna bite you in the ass. Like that situation right there could have cost him his life, man.
Right. And he doing shit for YouTube views and clicks. That's what I mean, man. He has, you know, I can understand, you know, if that's a character, man, and that's just the role you play, then I might not agree with the character you choose, but it's putting money in your pocket. Okay, you know, some people gonna take this shit seriously, and some people might not know it's a character. But at the end of the day, you are merging the two worlds, man, and you are putting your family in danger because you chose to play the villain. Hey, Wax, we need Wax to come in on this one, man, because Hassan said on the video, he was like, Lily's not her real name. That's just a nickname. But we got a discrepancy in the chat, Wax. We trying to find out, is Lily and Tokoya two different people, or is Lily Tokoya? But go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, man. You know, see, this is the whole overall thing, man. You know, and I be seeing in the comments to a degree too. You got some people that are trying to say, "Oh, y'all all hating on him. Y'all all must envy him." No, it's not about envy. It's just when you do certain things, especially on social media, you're gonna get called out on it, man. So you gotta expect that. That comes with the territory, man. Like if I'm a quote unquote public figure and I'm doing some shit I know I ain't supposed to be doing, I expect somebody to call me out on it. Point blank period. You know, if I ain't doing certain things right, everybody has all rights, especially to question things when you're saying one thing, but then you're doing the opposite. Like you can't say you teaching the youth, and you're trying to steer them away from the street life, but then in the same token, the same kids you walking with, you teach them how to rob and steal. You know, it's just it goes hand in hand sometimes, man. That's why I say it's important for some people to just really monitor, not just what they, not just monitor what the kids doing, but make sure that they got the right type of, positivity around them, man. Because not every kid want to be around the negative stuff, man. I'm quite sure them kids is not to be funny. Them kids is probably they not really knowing what's going on, so they just following whatever he's going along with, man. And in my opinion, that's mental child abuse, man. It's just certain things you don't do. Like you don't bring your kids on a live and then, telling them what's going on, and then now you using them as you using them as clickbait to a degree. It's like, come on, bro. Like, there's just some things you just don't do. And I've always felt adamant about kids being on social media, especially at a young age or even at an age where, like, come on, man. There's too much stuff going on, man.
Right.
Especially when you got your address out there, regardless to what's going on. God forbid if something happens, then what? Like, come on, man. It's just, you can't want to be super thug 1 minute. You can't want to be a leader the next minute. And then I'm a woman abuser or I'm a mental abuser, period. I'm going to mentally abuse you one way or another, and just like everybody said, to a degree, it was like, all right, we was with you only because you had the story. But now that we seeing what it really is, you can't get mad when people call fraud alert, man.
Right. Hey, Wax, if you don't mind, man, if you ain't doing nothing, if you could hit me on the jack, man, and if you don't mind me giving you a wrench, dog, to we got somebody like a Larry Jones, man. He talking real crazy, man, and I would like to I keep missing it, man, and I don't want somebody like him in my chat disrespecting the people that I rock with in my chat. And then if I miss it and don't get it out of there, then it looks like I'm keying or letting it slide. And I can't have people in here. They can say whatever they want about me, you know what I mean? But I can't have them in here talking about my team and Wax. I'm rocking with his team. He rocking on my team. So you know what I mean? I don't know how to get the wrench out, man. I thought I did, but I was trying to give you one, but I was doing something wrong. I don't know, man. But shit, man, Larry Jones, man. Let me just go ahead and block him. But I don't want to be missing nothing, man. Because that when I be in certain ones is chatting and people might go ham on me or something, and I rock with you heavy. I'm like, damn, is he letting that go along? Because he really don't rock with me, or you know what I mean? Wax. Feel where I'm coming from? Oh yeah,
It's crazy, man.
Wax just gave him a frank. Larry Jones, come on up to the frank stand, man, and get yours, man. We got one for you with nothing on it. We got a spoiled rotten frank for you, man. Give you bubble guts.
Oh, that's fact. Give me another one. Nah, but it's crazy. Nah, but this is crazy because, like I said, even when I look in the comment sections on certain videos that I've been watching lately, there's always one person that's just, oh, y'all seem like y'all being envious, y'all hating on him. You just mad because he got a big. Half of them people are following him because some of them still believe in that story that
Right.
he was a molest victim, and then you got some that's just gonna rock with it because they love the drama. So when you got people that's really, and then somebody, oh, but he has a message. Yeah, okay. Here and there he'll say something that's worth you listening to, but then he goes off topic and starts just rambling off about everything else. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, prime
Yeah.
example, if I'm on a live and I'm trying to address the people about what's going on, I'm gonna stay on topic. And even if I switch topics, it's gonna be mostly around the same dynamics. Like, all right, like I said, if your claim to fame, in my opinion, was using child molestation or using that type of situation for your come up, come on, bro. If you had just kept the lies, if you was going to lie, at least you could have kept the direct lie. But then again, once you start lying, you
Mm,
gotta make sure you keep up with the lie. And if you don't keep up with the lie, now eventually you're gonna stumble over your own story. So I kind of already figured that, but the things he's doing, the course he's going, it's not going to be good, man. At all.
People fled to the platform.
my bad. Go ahead.
It's not going to be at all.
I'm trying to figure out this rent shit. I know that's what I'm saying,
Nah, that's
Sonny
all.
P. Is that you, Baby Bam? I think that's Baby Bam. I think that's Baby Bam because I was in, check it out. I was in, when the song was live, I was in his chat talking about, I'm going live as soon as the song's done. I know he's seen it, so he might have said, that's why he made his live 3 hours long, man. He was trying to hold everybody up, man. He was trying to hold the live up, man. Let me see, man. Yeah, there it is. I found it. Oh, shit. Wait a minute.
There you go. See, that's the
Man,
thing, man. I think I was just something else too about, like, they was talking about these YouTubers have burner accounts and stuff. I was laughing because I must be the only one outdated, like a burner account. So you basically telling me what's good, bro. So
you're not
basically,
saying
you
enough to
making a
say
fake account to troll somebody. Yeah, like you just saying it from your direct page, you gonna burn out. I don't know, man. Like I said, this generation now, like I said, especially with social media involved, it's taking certain things to a whole new level. And it's like, come on, bro. There's just some things you're not gonna be able to really do, man. And it's just certain situations you're not gonna be able to put up and put out there, even if and then, like, my thing is, just like people said, you can't put false information out there. If you're going to report something, if you're going to talk about something, whether it's personal or not, uh, go with the whole information and not what you heard or what you thought you heard. Can't do that. I learned that. I don't know the damn thing about journalism or none of that, but I even know that. Nah, I can't do that unless I get a whole scoop and I make sure I got the correct source. You know?
it.
Like I said, you don't speak on things if you don't have clear and present knowledge on it, man. It's pointless.
Yeah, I don't see, man. Drunken Rat, Hassan Campbell still blaming. I don't know how to get your URL, Wax. Wax gonna have to tell me about how to do this after, man. But yeah, man,
No. No, it's just saying, like, my thing is that
oh,
I'm
here it is.
no, but it's my thing is, you know for a fact you got kids. That's another thing that kind of like threw me off. You throwing the kids involved. And then I was hearing the situation about he blaming somebody about his wife leaving him or his quote unquote wife leaving. My man, the only way your lady is going to leave you is two things. Either you ain't put the ring on that finger, or you doing a whole bunch of stuff that could possibly get you and your family harm or worse, you know? So if a
Man,
woman feels you're a present threat,
what he's
not
doing
just to
here.
yourself, but to the kids, that's it.
This is the thing, man. The question comes down to, man, that we want to know, man, is Hassan's woman really leaving him? And is it 10 toes down fault for supposedly giving the trolls or the blueprint to get rid of him? Or is his woman sick and tired of his bullshit, man? His drinking, his disrespecting people and creating enemies, going out in the street, pulling guns on people. Now she's worrying, is the cops coming? Like, are you jeopardizing a good thing? Like, or is she just tired?
Yeah.
Damn, man, Wax, you should have you got a wrench, Wax? You should have a wrench. And I didn't understand.
But you know what, man? It could be a little bit of both. Honestly, it could be a little bit of both. But just like I said, when a woman loves you, and I've learned this and seen this over the course of time, when a woman is in love with you and she loves you really, she's going to be the most loyal person ever until you do something that she feels is disloyal. And then all bets is up the table. So he might have did something disloyal if that's the truth. We don't know because, like I said, we in the era now where some people would say the darndest thing is just to get a view or get some clout. But
Right.
if it is true that she's leaving him, you know, then there's probably those two reasons. Like, nah, man, you're doing too much. And then you got too much activity that shouldn't be brought to the house, basically. Every time you look, when the cops do come on, man.
And they coming a lot.
Yeah. But see, they coming because they mostly know his background and know that he ain't playing with a full deck. And then plus there's kids involved. So of course, man, we gotta figure something out. And that's probably another reason, like, you know, yeah, getting tired of the getting drunk, being disrespectful and just blurting things out. You shouldn't even be blurting out. You're just blurting out things just because you're in your bag about something, you know?
Well, there was something that really irritated me, man. And I'm gonna share it with the community, man. It's a video I want to show y'all. And here, let me bring it up, man. It's a shout out to my man Khalil Amani. He said something that made a whole lot of sense, man. And I want y'all to see it. Wax said she tired of laying next to that bozo. I know. Look like one of them dudes that don't brush his teeth too, man. Yeah, they said they got twin bed, and his is bowed in the middle. His bed look like a taco shell. Hold on one second. We'll bring it up, man. I know a lot of you might have seen it. Some of you might have seen it, man. But I just want everybody's opinion on this, man.
This child begins to cry immediately. This child's psyche is hurt immediately hearing the news that people want to kill her father. This is the kind of mind fuck that Hassan lays on his children. This is the kind of burden that Hassan lays on his children. But we are the ignorant ones. What kind of man, what kind of parent lays the burden of death and murder on innocent children, especially children who are autistic? Autistic is a mental disability. But look at the fear. After she says, bastards, leave her alone. This one goes into a cry right away. But this is a man that lost grown from business onto the minds of innocent virginal ears. They don't even have a concept of life and death yet. Your daddy can't go outside. They want to kill your daddy.
Why would they want to do that?
Yeah, ask them. Why would they want to do that? Ask them. Why would they want to do that? Leave my father alone. Because they want to be ruthless. You don't let them see you get upset. Go ahead. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't let them see y'all get upset. You don't do that. Now, yeah. My daughter's crying. Yeah. That's what you right?
He did. He made him cry.
We'll calm your sisters down.
I mean, he made him cry.
This is what y'all real niggas want. You see? All right. As you see, Hassan Campbell creates a fucking mess in the psyche, in the brains, and the minds of his children. And then he says, this is what happens in the hood. But Hassan doesn't live in the hood. He lives in Westchester County in a middle-class suburbs. He refuses to leave the hood behind him. And so he brings all of the trash and filth and the hood mentality. He brings it from the Bronx, namely Bronx River, and he takes it to the middle-class suburbs of Westchester County. And he heaps upon the minds of his children all of the trash of the streets. He has no business telling the children of his personal woes and problems and trials and tribulations.
Exactly.
He has no business explaining to them that there are people who want to kill him. But you can tell that he's a terrible parent just by the fact that the one child says, bastards, leave my father alone. Terrible parenting. Some babies with fragile minds. And so Hassan Campbell tells his children that there's a hit on them. People want to kill him. Now they got to go to the room. And as you see, Hassan has another hour and 50 minutes without even stopping the camera to go check on the babies to see what their mental status is. He sends the older sister in there. He says, go in there and calm your sisters down. He's such a fuck nigga as a parent that he doesn't even think that maybe I should put this video on pause or shut this video down and go check on my babies. He doesn't even realize the great blunder and and misstep of his actions by bringing his babies on camera and then dropping the goddamn sledgehammer on their brains. No child wants to hear that people have to kill their parent.
Man, that's just cold-bloodedly deep, man, because how you gonna do that to your kids and bring them on camera to try to get sympathy from his YouTube audience?
About my family? I want to know more.
He did that to get sympathy
because you
from
got
his
some people.
YouTube.
Or we relate to anyone. Cool.
He did that to get sympathy from his YouTube audience, man. And then after he did that, he didn't even go check on them. Like my man said, he did another hour and 50 minutes, man. Another hour and 50 minutes. His babies, like, let me bring them up here like they're props. I know, another ad. They just keep putting ads on the shit, man. Another hour and 50 minutes, like, bring the props up here. Okay, I got the effect I want. Now get going. He said, go ahead, mama. I got this. Dude, man, that's just crazy, man. Imagine telling your kids somebody wants to kill you. You can't go somewhere. You know how kids are, man. They're going to be obsessing over that, man. Somebody wants to kill my dad.
Exactly.
And then that they're autistic, you don't know what that's going to do to them, how that's going to make them think and feel, man. They might go on have a nightmare, man.
Yeah, but you got some people that don't care, man.
Shout out to Wax Dog, man. Yeah, man, that shit's just, that's unbelievable that he's so far gone on YouTube that like that's really like where he's at. Like that's crazy that like he's so far gone on YouTube that he's bringing the YouTube problems to his kids. Like they want to kill your dad. They want to kill your dad, babies. That shit's crazy, man. Like, why would you want to kill daddy? Oh, just because daddy talks about people's dead family members, and daddy when people die, daddy say he got their TV turned off and he got his snot box rocked. Like he doing all this shit and that's acting like people want to get at him for nothing. Like you're out in the streets pulling guns on people, man. If you want to pull a gun on somebody, that's your business, man. But there's shit that come with that, man. Because okay, yeah, you pulled a gun on somebody. You want to look tough. Like that's crazy to me that you want to look tough. Like dude said, he don't want to leave the hood alone, man. You don't want to fall back from the hood, so you want to look tough. So you pulling guns. Okay, so now you're known to pull a gun, but you're also known not to squeeze. So if you do pull that gun on somebody, man, the next time somebody gonna blow your ass away, man. Cause boys ain't out here playing, man.
Yeah,
You out pulling guns on
you
people.
can't be pump faking.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's
You
you
can't be pump faking on the people, man.
Exactly. Y'all here pump faking, man. You showing your you telling your children that somebody want to kill you. Yeah, talking about he's Red Runs. He's like Red Run. Red Run shows his kids in a positive light. He ain't bringing his kids on TV talking about somebody want to kill dad. Wax, I don't know. Wax, is the wrench on you, dog? Because I gave it to you, but I don't know if I'm not seeing it.
Ah, man.
Let me know if you got if the came through, Wax. But yeah,
I had
man,
to take a shot of this good old Hennessy because this is getting interesting, man.
Yeah, man, and now I'm gonna take it to. Let me see. I got another little clip I want to show, man.
But you know what, Melee? It's the truth though, because what kind of real man would put themselves or put their kids in a situation like that anyway? And then they forgot we in a world now. We got some people that don't give two shits. Excuse me for saying it like that, but it's the truth. We got some people that don't care. Now, if it gets that crucial to the point where now look, you got yourself possibly harmed, your kids possibly harmed for what? Because you want to gain views and notoriety. It's like you want to make a success out of yourself, but at what cost?
It's crazy, man. I'm gonna say, shouts out to Sinetta for this, man, because this was on his profile. He or the legendary T-Bone.
T-Bone, yeah. Even he, like I said.
Why you continue to drink? Drinking ain't make me do nothing. Drinking ain't make me do nothing. Drinking ain't make me do nothing. I've been drinking. 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 Allah, please forgive. Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please forgive.
All that, man. All that Muslim.
To become a booty bandit. Playing his booty. Let me find your son or your daughter and let me catch them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy dick in that little 12, 13-year-old bitch, just understand, she ain't a victim.
Wow.
When I fuck your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, and then run through your family, and fuck all the other children in your family. How it sound to you? Me getting some oral sex. How that sound? Me fucking little Kevy Kev. I got some Vaseline, it ain't a problem, Kev. When I was a kid, I was being touched so much, I started touching other little kids too. When I was a kid, I was being touched so much, I started touching other little kids too. Anybody who has been molested cannot be trusted with kids. And I would tell you that even about myself.
And that's why CPS
who has
is
been
called.
molested cannot be trusted with kids. And I would tell you that even about myself.
I mean, and that's
Fully autonomous vehicle is
that's
almost
why, and that's why the child services has been called, man. Bring you back in, Nate. You know what I mean, man? That's crazy,
Yeah, I was
man.
getting ready
Like
to mute the mic for a second.
that's crazy, man. Like, why would he do that, man? That's on top. You can find that video. That's on my channel. That video we just watched, that's on my channel. On the video I just made. But it's no cap. I can't act like it's mine. Credit where credit's due. That's from the legendary.
You know what?
That's on the legendary T-Bone. I think Wax Dog got it. There's a lot of people that got that video, man, where he said that
Because the video is actually
he put the video out.
on my
And,
phone.
you know what I mean? He put the video out originally, but, you know, then he erased it and deleted it. But, you know, when you put something like that on the internet, that's your ass, man. Yeah, playing the role of victim, man. Like, he tried to say he was saying it in the context of what if, because dude was making fun of him. What if I did it to you? But that's not something that you want to say, what if I did it to you, because somebody's laughing. If somebody laughing at you, you talking about, I'm going to kick your ass. You don't turn around and say, I'm going to put heavy dick in a 12-year-old kid, man. I don't, you know what I mean? That's not coaching,
You ain't
man.
supposed to, and you still can't justify that shit at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, he lucky he didn't say that shit in a crowd of people where they would have looked at him. Because 9 out of 10, he said that in a crowd full of people, whether they knew this man personally or not, they probably would have wailed on him, because don't nobody want to hear that shit about no, oh, let me grab your kids. What? As many kids as being molested, kidnapped, etc., you would say some insensitive shit like that just because you mad about somebody making fun of you.
Right.
But then again, that's partly what you get. You basically told this man everything, you know, under the sun, basically trying to befriend him, and then look what happened. It backfired on him. Especially when you said, and I got the feeling he only poked fun at you only because of the way you came out. And then on top of that, you probably said something that probably made him say it to you in the first place. You know, like, people don't just, you don't just get a reaction unless you gave some sort of action. So you must have said or did something to that man for him to even poke fun at, you know?
Exactly, man.
Yeah, man. But it's just, you know, it goes to show you the mentality sometimes. And then you can't just sit here and do shit like that on the internet. It's not going to come back to bite you in the ass one way or another. You know, you basically out there now. So you know what comes with that shit.
I'm gonna show this one little piece again. Not again, but this is a different clip.
So basically, one of these cats, y'all supposed to be like a family member to me. Y'all see the videos. Leaked out information
See, and this is for educational purposes, man. Straight up, man. This is for educational purposes, man. Just to show what type of man he is.
I got a gun that I want to turn in that somebody tried to kill me with. White Plains, New York, 12 Thunder Race Road. Yeah, 12 Thunder Race Road.
Put his own address on the internet, man. His own address.
DUNDERAVE Road, White Plains, 10603. The precinct is right around the corner. It should come up.
Look at the license plate, man. Look, we got the gun.
Yes. Given my wife's name.
But he loves her. But he loves her. Who does this to their wife that they love, man?
Shut up. Fuck barely slept last night. Fuck Google. Fuck Google. I'm not talking to you. You fucking my thoughts up. Please. Can you stop now? Can you stop now? Keep talking shit. I'm not talking to you. Black Lives is about that. I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker. Like, yo, I'm gonna beat her ass. What are you gonna do? No, yeah, we got a crackhead behind the computer. Shut up. Like, this is a one-man thing. Shut up. You don't exist right now. Shut up. We got a crackhead on mic. Right? Technical difficulty.
Yep.
Right? We ain't got nobody speaking the wires. The roads coming out. Yo, would you stop? Would you stop? You fucking my flow up, please. Shut up. Thank you. Anyway.
All you think footwear brands out there, this brand called Ponto Footwear.
Commercialing the shit out of that video. But yeah, man, you know, it's just like, hey man, that's how you sum it up, man. Bozo, man. Bozo, man. You know, I know there's another one, you know, where see, I didn't know. I thought Lily and Takoya was the same person. I had no idea that they weren't the same person, you know what I mean? So I don't know,
But
man.
I think the guy Shaft 10 toes down. I think he said in one of his videos he was on some other guy's platform and he said something along the lines of he wasn't with no Takoya when I guess whenever that Atlantic City thing or whatever went down. So I'm guessing they might be two different people, but I guess the main one he's been with is the Takoya, or whatever her name is. But he might have been with Lily first, and who knows? But it is overall anybody that could stand to be around a person that's showing signs of not just narcissism, but just, you know, everything with him. It seems real to him, but it's like make-believe.
He got BP. He got bubonic plague, man. Instead of the black plague, he got bubonic plague, man. He's a total buffoon, man. He's a coward, man. That's the truth, man. That's not even like just saying like, oh man, that motherfucker's a whatever. He's a coward. He's a clout chasing coward because he chases the clout, and then when somebody confronts him, he backpedals, man. He backs up. He does it all the time, man. He does it all the time.
No, I've seen it.
Then he backs up.
I've seen it, but even still, at the end of the day, that's a sign of narcissism anyway, because you trying to go at people that's actually on the battlefield and actually on the forefront doing something with themselves. And all you doing is making videos and also making threats in the same token. But then you know, you writing a check that your ass can't cash. So it's when it's all said and done, all that negative, all that shit you bring to yourself and bring around you, it comes back. So
see, now this one right here, y'all, it's basically the Paul Campbell and Lily seafood mukbang. So that's why I was thinking, you know, if that's not his wife, then, you know, is he taking his work partner out? Man, I thought that because he said Lily is not no one's real name, man. I seen Hassan say that. He said that in the video, that video that he put out there that said Lily is not even her real name. Now everyone knows her real name. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I was really under the impression that Lily and Takoya was the same person, but I don't know for a fact. And everybody let it be known, man, that they're two different people. So I don't know. Maybe he was smashing Lily because he damn sure took her on the mukbang. And when they was eating, the conversation was as if like husband and wife, you know, laughing, joking. He ate off her plate and all that shit. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I don't know, man. James Smith says, why would you guys put his address out to the internet? What about his kids' safety? They are innocent in this. More genocide, in my opinion. I'm glad you're here, James Smith. I'm glad you're here, buddy. So you gonna say, why would
I
we
can
do?
answer that question right quick.
Yeah, he gonna say, why would I put his address out there? I'm not putting his address
He
out
put his
there.
own address out there.
He did that.
If he was a real, see, he sound like one of them supporters of Hassan, but this is my thing. If you put your own address out there, you are letting the world know where you at. So you can't sit here and say they putting, you know, you can't sit here and say he putting addresses out when he put it out himself.
Right. This is for James Smith. Okay, James, this is for you.
Leaked out information to the internet world.
He's blaming everyone. But take responsibility for what you did, fam.
I got a gun that I want to turn in that somebody tried to kill me with. White Plains, New York, 12 Thunder Race Road. Yeah.
So I want to ask James, did somebody break in his house and put the camera in front of him while he's calling the police and then put it on YouTube, man? This is what we're saying about your guy. He's doing this, man. He's putting his family in jeopardy. He's putting all this shit on the internet. And then he's coming out here and blaming other people for it. He's blaming people for replaying the shit that he put on the internet, man. You know what I'm saying, man? This is what he's doing, man. All this stuff is what he's doing. And then when someone calls him on it or points out the fact of how fucked up, how stupid, how buffoonic that it is, he's sitting there playing. Look, he have his finger on the trigger, dog. What if he squeeze a round off and it go up through the floor and hit one of the kids? You know, the shit he do is, it's one of them things where, you know, when you be careful and cautious, right? That's what I'm saying, Wax. I got the message. I thought they was the same person. I don't know. But when you be cautious and you might tell your girl, or your girl might say something to you like, oh, the kids are in the pool because they're sprinkling. And you say, man, they better get out that pool, man. Thunder and lightning strike, man, they're dead. And then your wife says, oh, babe, it's just sprinkling. They got their friends over. And you're like, man, it's not safe. And then the thunder and lightning don't hit the pool and nothing happens. But if for some unforeseen God, unearthly reason, thunder would strike that pool and kill all 4 kids in that pool, you might be going to jail. So yeah, he probably not going to squeeze a round off. But if he do, he's drinking. He has a gun with an extended clip. He got his finger on the trigger while he's on the phone, spinning around in that goofy ass chair. That's a nice chair. Spinning around in that chair, and he squeezed a round off and hit one of the kids. And God forbid, kill him. This is the shit as an adult, as a parent that you have to worry about. These are the things that you have to keep in mind. So you have to be vigilant about everything. You have to be overprotective. You got to be the one that stops the fun. Because a lot of people them lost their life because they wanted to have fun. And this is just the dumb shit he do. Yeah. And when you point it out and you talk about it and you say, this ain't cool. This is fucked up. I mean, you're a hater. People just want to call people haters, man. They like saying that shit, man. I don't know, man. But, you know, we're gonna let it spin for James. Look at that, man. Wait a minute. I got to bring it back, man. Watch his finger on the trigger.
That somebody tried to kill me with.
Pointing it upstairs.
White Plains, New York. 12 Thunder Road. Yeah, 12 Thunder Road.
Man, I'm trying to peep something, man.
That was supposed to be like.
Hold on, man. Look in the fish tank. See the reflection in the fish tank. Do you see somebody standing in front of him, like he's going to prove a point to him?
To the internet world. I got a gun that I want to turn in that somebody tried to kill.
No, we see that's the back of the chair. Nah, I thought that might be right there. Like, nah, you can't really tell.
White Plains, New York, 12 Thunder Road. Yeah, 12 Thunder Road.
I don't think nobody's in that room. You know. Yeah, that gun definitely was his, man. It was probably stolen and hot. And for some reason, he got the idea in his head that the police was coming or they was going to kick the door in, something. And so he called the cops and made up that story. Yeah, I got that message, Wax. Yep. Yeah.
But hey, Melee, this is another thing. This is not the only time he put his address out there, though.
Right.
So I could remember one of his lives. I forgot what he was ranting about, but he was basically inviting the person out, like, "Yo, I'm here." So my thing is, if you're inviting people,
he was ranting and raving like, "I'm by myself. Don't nobody care about me. I don't care. I'm in this world all by myself. Whoever wants to smoke, I'm at 12 Thunder Rave. Come right now. I'll come where you're at." Yeah, I heard that. I heard that ranting and raving, man. Man. Well,
that's when he said the most suspect line. Anybody could get it wherever they wanted at. Like, wait, whoa. Wait a minute. Like, that was the most sus line I ever heard.
Yeah,
like, you're still inviting people to your.
Yeah, exactly. In the case of him, that's a pause, man. You know what I mean? Charles had to say, now his wife is leaving after 25 years. All that for clout. And I spoke to him on IG. He wasn't acting like this at all. Man, because he's probably really not like this off the internet, man. You know, off the internet, that's why you'll see people like, what's the big boy's name, man? Does the interviewing and stuff, man. What the hell's dude's name, man? Oh, shit. I can't remember his name. He wears the hat. He got a bald head. He got the show. Damn, man, I can't remember dude's name. That's crazy. Flip the script. He's like, man, Hassan's a nice guy. Joint, man, he's a cool dude. Like, you know, he got his issues, but he's all right, dude. Like, in real life, he know what side of the street to walk on, man. He know he got to stay on the sidewalk, man. Like, think about it, man. Like, in the hood, man, it got to the point where everybody got a gun. The softest dudes that you don't think will squeeze got a gun. Just because they might have to save their life. Like, everybody got a gun, man. So what prevents everybody from talking tough, man? As black folks, ain't that what we do, man? A nigga will lose his life to act like he's tough. Yeah, man, I don't care about them niggas, man. Ain't stopping me from going, man. It's going to be lit. I'm going to the party. Fuck them niggas. I'm down. I'm with whatever. When smart money would say, man, don't go, man. It's not worth it, dog. You're going to be outnumbered in there, man. It's their party. They're going to get the drop on you. You know, man, it's whatever, dog. I'm going to see that, but like, we do that, man, when we know, man, like, okay, man, this dude killed 2 people. Like, you want to be the third? Yeah, he killed 2 people and you shot at 2 people. You ain't hit nothing. Like, but that's what we do, man. And that's how people be ending up dead, man. That's how brothers be ending up dead, because they want to be hard. They want to be more hard than they want to be smart. Like, you could be hard, but you got to be smart to survive. They said only the strong survive, man. Only the smart survive. Only the smart survive, man. You got to be smart to survive out here, man. And now you got Charleston White doing the same shit, man. He just like Hassan, man. He come on YouTube under the auspice of community activists. Wasn't nobody paying him no attention. Then he blew up because he started talking reckless, fuck the gangs and all that. Now he got a cult-like style following, and now he's wilding out. Now he's engaging with the haters and the trolls. And he started, because I used to watch him, man, and be like, yeah, man, I feel what he's saying, man. And then he started talking about, man, fuck Philadelphia, fuck New York City. I'm like, oh, he's wilding out. Like, damn, I feel you, man. It's a lot of people, but see, you talking about, fuck New York, fuck New Jersey, fuck Virginia, fuck Ohio, fuck Pennsylvania. And there's
too many
people in them places that is like, oh, this nigga talking shit, and it don't mean nothing. Like, niggas keep it moving. But then you be in a city, and then somebody be like, hey, man, what that wild shit you talking about, man, little bitch ass motherfucker? Oh, well, man, fuck you. And then boom, just like that, the shit done went off, and it's going to stem all the way back from something you said on YouTube, man. Like, he started getting reckless with it. Now he got trolls coming at him. So what's he doing? He's talking wild, man. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck you, motherfuckers. So now his whole message is lost, and he's like that goofy motherfucker that says he's in the lab, telling everybody SMD, inviting grown men to his privacy, man.
Another 3 words that's getting people hurt or killed.
Yeah, man, and that's what Charleston White's doing. And now what happens? Now when you do something and people should want to protect you because you're a man of the people, now they start putting footage on the internet of you getting in confrontations and doing wild shit like snapping out in the church. That's just the first one, man. I got my hands on it. He's snapping out in the church. What's going to be next? In 3 years, there's going to be a mountain of footage of Charleston White doing dumb shit, and he's going to lose what he gained, man. He's going to lose what he gained, all because he want to be hard. DMX don't need prayed for, man. Now, as DMX has died and stories start to come out that you wouldn't have heard if he was alive about his charity and about how much of a praying man he was and how he, you know, everybody might not know it, how drugs was put in his life and how he battled and how he struggled and how he had turned the corner. And he had, you know, was saying things there. I seen an article, interview, and Swiss was like, man, he was saying he just wasn't feeling good. You know, he wasn't feeling good. You know, like soon he died, overdose, this and that. He had a heart attack, drug, whatever the case was, man. Like, who is perfect? Like DMX, he didn't go to jail for murder. He went to jail from running from the cops and running through barricades and driving without a license and, you know, getting caught with drugs and shit, man. He wasn't killing, shooting. I mean, he said he did his fair share of robberies. He used to rob people with his dogs, like shit, you know, crazy shit, man. Ex, man, he's still a nigga. God rest his soul. But, you know, when a man dies, man, like, that's almost like a mulligan in golf. You know, that's like the end. Okay, man, he's gone, man. You know what I mean? Those that don't like him and hated him and had serious beef with him and in their heart, they're like, man, fuck him, he's gone. You know, they be quiet, man. Even them people might say, man, yo, man, I ain't like the dude, man, but I tell you what, he was a respectable adversary. He was a thorough opponent. Like when you had the boy, man, what was his name? He was shooting everybody in Chicago and he got murdered. And him and his main op, they was on IG talking to each other like they was friends, but they was really out to kill each other. And when dude got killed.
It's about King Von.
No, not King Von. It wasn't King Von. He wasn't no rapper. I forget his name, man. His name was Jamel. Jamel something, but he had a nickname, but dude damn near had 20 bodies, man. But he ended up getting killed. And the dude that he was going at it with, man, after he died, dude was like, yo, man, like, I ain't like him and none of that, man. And now he been dead 3 years. He's like, man, I miss him, man. He was a real one, man. And dudes ain't even moving right out here no more, man. Like, when people die, man, you just get that respect, man, because you know it's over, man. And it's like, you know, if you don't like them, you just don't say nothing bad because they dead. That's a different thing, man. Death is forever. You beef with somebody, you could beef with your mom and not speak to her for a period of time. But it's your mom, you still love her, and then you get it right if you have the chance to. But you know, man, shit is just, man, like this life we live, man. There's some sour pussies out here playing the game, man. Some cheap motherfuckers in the game, man. Make shit fucked up, man. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up, Nate, man. We got 44 people in here, man. Give them your parting shot, Nate.
Yeah, man. I just want to give a quick shout out to all of y'all, man. I was rocking with Melee and rocking with all the real ones, man. Listen, man, if everybody was to do the right thing and just get, you know, come together in this sector, man, it could shut down a lot of fraudulent behavior and a lot of felonious stuff that needs to just get off the internet already, man. Gotta get this dude off the internet before he possibly hurts himself with them kids, man. So, you know, at some point we all gonna have to come to the table and do something, man.
Right, man. Well, I want to give everybody a shout out, man. Salute the Wax Dog. It's too many people in the chat to shout everybody out, man. But I've been rocking with y'all because y'all been rocking with me, man. And I try to step my game up, man. I finally decided to learn how to edit. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to bring y'all better videos. I ain't gonna just be talking cash money and all that. So now I can say what I want to say and show you the video and give it to you real to the point, man. So just expect better videos from me. I'm be working hard on this, man, because, you know, I get it, man. Like, I be on YouTube and I be looking for something good to watch, man. Like, let me see. And then I'll go to somebody's channel and they ain't got nothing new, or I seen everything. And I sometimes don't be having nothing. I'll find something to watch, but y'all know what it's like, man, when you like somebody and they ain't got no video, or you watch a video and it wasn't all that, man. Like, so just know Melee's working hard for y'all, man. I know y'all been rocking with me, man. My views are going way up. My subscribers is going way up. And I'm a just try to keep bringing y'all funny, entertaining videos, man, that you can laugh, enjoy, and catch a little message somewhere in there, man, about being a good person or somebody that's not being a good person. I'm going to highlight it, man, so you can see it, man. I'm not going to just talk shit and not let you see what it really is, man. And if you got the Cash App $ Melee all day. No donation too small and none ain't definitely not too big, man. I just want to thank y'all for coming, kicking it with me, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to my boy Nate for coming through. Salute to Truth Exposed for stepping up. And salute to Wax Doll for finally got a wrench to somebody. And I just want to say, man, you know, it's always a pleasure to kick it with my folks, man, because we try to have a good time and something to watch, man. So with that being said, man, I'm going to holler at y'all to the next time, man. Like Robbie De Niro said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, man. Hassan Campbell, man, your days is numbered to playing the people, man. You talk about the war, Dr. Miss King. You talk about the war, man. The war is the fact that you out here lying, man, and stealing donations from the people, man, and not bringing the truth, man. So everybody stay safe, man. Stay blessed, man. And until we meet again, I'll holler.